there's Inzamam. Let's have a look. Down it goes. He's dropped it.
Tip. And it didn't.
Quite well, Andre.
And that's well taken. Well, it's very strange. It looks like a straightforward edge. And there's Inzamam. Let's have a look. Down it goes. He's dropped it.
And it clearly showed that Inzi had grasped it.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Oh dear. One hand, one bounce is going for, perhaps.
Inzamamul Haq normally is a very safe field in the first slip. That went to a nice height to Inzi. Didn't get his hands cupped in time.
One replay was enough for me. What? Oh, that's extraordinary.
Oh, this is mind-boggling. I thought Inzamamul Haq had not grabbed it. He had grasped it, and a quizzical look on Arvinda de Silva's face, and rightly so, because...
And he'll be looking at this replay, I fancy.
There you see Inzamamul Haq hitting his body, and then ball clearly hitting the ground. Now you will not...
Well bowled, quicker, straighter. Oh, we might just have to have another look at this. The English players think there's no doubt about it at all. Johnson's going nowhere. In come the umpires.
Well, they say he's been bowled, and thankfully the television replay will tell us one way or the other, but not necessarily from that angle. Ah, the bail's still on now. Let's have a look. What's going on? What's he asking for here? Is he asking for the stumping? Oh, dear. I hope he's not claiming that bowled that Johnson out, because if he is, that isn't very good at all.
It looks like much ado about nothing.
Now that carry, yes it has.
There's been plenty happening out. Oh, it's come off his hip. And it didn't. It come off his thigh pad, and that he's missed it by a considerable margin. Oh dear.
Well, I'm not quite sure what this is about. Players are questioning something, asking Orchard.
We even got the drinks on the field now when the umpire's really not conferring.
Again, we'll have a look at it from this angle. Brad Williams comes in. Straight off the bat, down to fire leg, nowhere near his stumps. Well, it looks like Ponting has walked past, hasn't realised he's knocked the stumps, and then they've looked around and thought that maybe the batsman must have done it playing the shot. Quite well, Andre.
No runs. And a leg slip makes for a nice bit of cover. Ball coming in. Is that allowed? I don't know whether you're allowed to do that. I think the umpires are conferring on that. So I think Tendulkar's asked about it. I think it comes under unfair play as well. He's given a penalty of 5 runs.
He's gone. He ran into the bulldog. Similar happened today. Campbell is down on the ground, but he bounced into the bowler. He'll have to go.
Things like this do happen, but the bowler is in his right to try and get to the ball. And Sharon Campbell collided with him trying to get across. It may seem as if he was blocking him, but he has his right to try and get across to the other side of the pitch. Well, unfortunately for Sharon Campbell, he slipped. It's 138 for 2.
Ugly scenes here at Kensington Oval as we come back live following the run out of Sherwin Campbell. They are in some danger out there. The safety of the players must become...
We take it. Kapugedara stands his ground. He tried to turn it onto the leg side, got a leading edge. The two umpires conferring. That's Kapugedara. There's Dhoni also peeping over his shoulder. And almost certain that hit the ground.
Kapugedara did right in standing his ground. The replay is certainly showing Oja being short of that.
Before that angle, that picture shows as if it did touch the ground, claimed it straight away.
There's concern about the condition of the ball. Oops. Oops.
Bevan over Harper's head, but it doesn't need it. Front on view of Roger Harper. Goes.
Michael Bevan was...
And he has taken. Sachin Tendulkar has taken. A.B. de Villiers is unmoved. The umpire is unmoved. He reckons it's clipped the pad on the way to Sachin Tendulkar, and the Indians cannot believe it.
Well, incredible take either way from Tendulkar. So here Khan, once again, getting into the corridor of uncertainty, has to be, isn't it, this? And it's straight off the edge. And that's a brilliant catch. It did go pretty quick, didn't it, Shiva? That was always the big question. If it hit the pad, it would have been slow. That's just a regulation, Nick.
What was the batsman trying to indicate? And what a poor decision this is. Big outside edge.